In this video, I'm going to show you how to banish self-doubt so that you can take consistent actions towards your goals and your dreams. So we all know what it's like to have an idea or to have a wish or to have something that we want to do or create in our lives, and then we second guess it. It can happen literally in an instant. Our mind plays tricks on us all of the time, and it gives us these scenarios. It literally plays the little movie of all the crazy things that could happen. Yes, we see the wonderful possibilities, but we also see an array of disasters. And the mental chatter that goes on, well, that keeps us up at night. And really, the more you try to convince that part of your mind that it really will be okay and just take the action and I don't know, and then it just comes up with more reasons and more excuses. You know what I mean? So how do you actually banish self-doubt? Not just overcome it, but literally vaporize it. For that, we need the big guns. More like the light beams. Because honestly, what makes us doubt ourselves? It's the fear of something bad happening. It's where we're taking ourselves and life a little bit too seriously, and we're not seeing the lightness and the possibility. Because if we didn't take ourselves so seriously, it wouldn't be such a big deal, and then the things would just be easier. So how do you bring more laughter and lightness into your life, other than, of course, hanging around with me and subscribing to my channel so you can laugh daily? So how do we bring more lightness and laughter to those challenges that feel so real and harsh and heavy and serious and scary and We need to shift our perspective, and we need to shift how we feel in our bodies. So that is a combination of our imagination, our mind, and our physicality, our body. Because fear is actually a feeling. There's hormones and stuff that happens in you that creates the feeling of fear, and there can be lots of reasons. And sometimes, honestly, fear is kind of healthy. It stops you doing really stupid stuff like jumping out of your window thinking you can fly. But our mind comes up with these scenarios that are like jumping out of windows, but they're not actually jumping out of windows. It's like, if I make that phone call, or if I ask her out on a date, or if I do the webinar, I'm going to die. And then our body basically sends all these chemicals around, and then we feel the fear. And then our mind goes into all the doubts. So we're going to do a little universal health principles link to shift you on the inside. So what does that mean? So basically, you know, when you upgrade your applications on your computer, well, you don't, but then you're like, I really have to do that. And it does this update on the inside, and then suddenly everything runs better and the glitches aren't there and the pinwheel goes away and you're like, thank goodness. That's what we're going to do for you, your body and your mind. If you don't get it right now, that's fine. I will be sharing more about how this works, but for right now, just follow along and see. Who knows, maybe you'll feel different by the end. Maybe. So the first thing we've got is a belief system of my parents know better than me. Now, you might be 60, 70, way past the age of thinking that you care about what your parents think. They might not even be around anymore, and yet in our body, in our pattern, in our thought process, somehow it can still be embedded in there. So even if you know better, it might still be influencing you. So if there's any emotion connected to and creating belief around my parents know better, we're gonna have a clean out of those. Then that is linking to our prefrontal cortex, which is a part of the brain to do with imaging. Imaging into the future, having dreams and goals, but also imaging all the stuff that we don't want. And it looks like a clean out of our imagery so that we're not recycling the old horror stories anymore. Yeah, you know the ones. And then that is communicating to our hearts with the phrase, I allow myself to trust my first insight. And it's that deep down knowing, you know, when you just like, you know it. And in that split second, in that very first moment, there is a knowing. But then usually what happens is we think about it, we observe it, and then we start to talk to it and we doubt it, and then we've lost it. So it's this really, I allow myself to trust my first insight. So we're going to tap this together. So you're going to tap over your head and breathe, and over your heart take nice deep breaths. So we've got the belief system, my parents know better. So allow yourself to think about that, to look at it, to focus on it. Not so that we're creating it obviously, but so that we can bring up any emotion connected to it, keeping it as real. My parents know better. And it could be, you know, from when you were 3 and they were like, don't go over there, like be careful. Those are memories that we all have, and our body remembers them. So we're just helping to clean out any emotion and kind of any memories connected to my parents know better. And then any sense of I need to still ask their opinion or please them. And then that is linking to the prefrontal cortex, so put your hand on the front of your brain and just imagine this washout of your images, particularly the like worst case scenarios, just imagining them kind of washing out of prefrontal cortex, and then that's communicating to your heart. Put your hand on your heart and say with me, I allow myself to trust my first insight. And breathe. I allow myself to trust my first insight. I allow myself to trust my first insight. I allow myself to trust my first insight. So now we're going to do just a little exercise for our eyes. So you're going to take your fingers and you're just going to gently push around your eyeballs. So you're going to go all the way around and just feel these eye sockets. And you're going to just gently push your fingers into them. It might look a little weird. And just gently press on your eyeballs and in your eye sockets. And breathe, keep pressing, that's it. Keep pressing and breathing. I'm sorry if you've got eye makeup on, I don't need to ruin your eye makeup, but hopefully it's, hopefully it's gonna stay on there. And now you're just gonna look up, down, right, left, up, down, left, right, up, down, right, left, down, left, right, up, down, right, left, up, down, left, right. Can you keep up with me? Now circle one way and breathe, and circle the other way, and close and open and close and open and close and open and rest. And now just notice if your eyes feel a little more rested, a little more peaceful, and does your mind feel any quieter? So if we've brought more quietness to our mind, then we have eliminated self-doubt. It's just not there. So while you're feeling this, while you're feeling a quieter, clearer vision, now is the time to take action. Go do the things that you've been wanting to do and putting off. In fact, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what is the biggest thing that you want to take action on that you have been putting off. Let me know what it is and then come back and leave me a comment once you have done it. Because together we can bring more lightness and laughter into our lives. We really can take those actions that we want to take. We really can change the world together. I believe in you because I believe in the magic that is you, that breath, that life, that wisdom, which we all have. We've just gotten a little disconnected and forgotten it. So let's connect back into it every single day. I want to know, what would you like to know? What would you like to see more of here on this channel? Let me know, because I really want to create it for you. Because I know that together we have a powerful mission and we really can change the world. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. So if you're new here, please click the subscribe button so that I can bring you more laughter into your life. And together we can change the world. Thank you so much. It does mean the world to me, you being here and experiencing this with me. So I will see you in the next video. I love you very much and get excited because we are going on an adventure, but I will save that for another video. Bye.